Jalen, just that first quarter, for you guys to, both ends, I think 7 steals, 3 blocks, shooting I think like 76%. Just, is that about, I guess what did you think of that performance? I almost go into a one-word question.
Yeah, I mean, the ball's going through the hoop. We were able to get stops, run in transition, get layups. It really came down to our defense, and it allowed us to play fast, allowed us to play on transition, and we made shots.
Jalen, does a performance like this almost show you what the ceiling can be for this group when you guys are all clicking?
Yeah. I think it's most importantly, it shows us what we're capable of defensively, and I think that's really important. We still have a long road to travel, and so staying locked in and just knowing what we're capable of is it's really important.
Jalen, when teams are in a series, players often talk about like how the team they're playing has made them better, but Mike has talked about how the Hawks made the coaching staff better. What did some of the things that you saw from the coaching staff as the series developed that helped put you guys in this position?
Yeah, I think I said this a couple of times. It's kind of like a chess match. They were going to make a move, and it was basically seeing how we were going to respond. And I think our coaching staff found a way to respond every single time. So it's a lot of credit to them and the preparation and everything. And we just found a way.
Jalen, congratulations to you, man. I'm a lifelong Knicks fan. Been through some terrible years, but you guys definitely bringing a lot of glory back to the city. Thank you for that. Real quick, outside of the playoffs, as a wrestling fan, what did you think of Roman winning at Mania and the Bloodline getting back together?
See, these are the questions I want to ask. I want asked.
If I would have asked you that first, you would have killed me.
Well, you should have asked it first. Very excited. Very excited. I have a handshake with one of our trainers, and we acknowledge him before every game. So, yeah.
Jalen, do you remember the last time you were part of a win that was this lopsided? Or a game, not a win, but just a game?
I told Mikhail. Yeah, it reminded me of something.
He brought that up as well.
Yep.
What do you think winning these 3 games back to back to back, biggest 3 straight wins in franchise postseason history do for you guys as a team heading into the next round?
Honestly, nothing. It's something that we're going to flush and turn the page and get ready. Happy with the way we performed, but it's time to turn the page and refocus up.
Jalen, Mike spoke about the offense changing midseason, and then he said the offense had to change again after Game 3. As a player, having to make these quick sort of turnarounds and adjustments, how difficult is that to sort of change the way you've been doing things and have to do it in such a high-pressure environment and situation?
We've always told each other that we want to win, and that's most important. And so we said it a lot, but when it comes to decisions like this, it's about actions. And so we understood what was at the task at hand, and we had to refocus up and do what we had to do and be on the same page.
Hey, Jalen, this is your 5th playoff series win since you got here. Before that, there were not many for the franchise. I'm just wondering, for you, how much time and energy do you put towards like celebrating a series win at this point versus just moving on to the next?
Feel good about it tonight, and tomorrow we turn the page. It's good to celebrate the wins, but I mean, we can't let this drag on. We got to refocus up. So wake up tomorrow and on to next.
Jalen, in terms of Cat, this is his 2nd triple-double in the last 3 games. Just what are you seeing from him in terms of his playmaking and his willingness to accept that role, and how has that just, I guess, changed what you guys do offensively?
Like I said, it starts with, we've talked about a lot of things, but when it comes down to it, it's all about the actions. And so he's played phenomenal. The way we've been able to trust each other, all of us, obviously including him, it's been great. And so we got to continue to build off that and be ready to go.
Jalen, Mike has said a couple times now that he feels like the Hawks kind of made you guys a better team during this series. I remember after the Detroit series last year, some of the guys on the team said similar stuff about the Pistons. I'm curious for your perspective on that and how you feel like these close series can make you a better team throughout.
Yeah, when you go through a playoff series and you find a way to win, you're moving on. You see where you're pushed. You see where you have to get better, and you build off that. And I think we found a way to build off, obviously, the 2 losses that we had, and even going back to game 1. That way we finished the fourth quarter was how we lost game 2. And so win or lose is all about how you evolve and how you adjust and get better.
Last one. Jalen, maybe to that point, just what did a win like tonight show about this team and what it can do?
Honestly, nothing. No, we got to turn the page tomorrow and refocus up. I'm glad that we got the win, regardless if it was by 1 or 60 or whatever it was. But we got to refocus up.
Kat, what do you think of just such the heavy New York presence that's been out here? We saw Fat Joe here a couple of games ago. Yep. Tonight, the fans was deep. It really felt like they were louder. The New York fans were louder than the ATL fans. How much did that inspire you tonight?
I mean, that just shows the love that our fans got. You know, they support us around the world, and in a playoff series to make us feel at home in another team's city speaks volumes about our fan base. They're the best fans in the world.
Okay, I got 2 quick ones for you. The first one, after Game 3, you guys obviously made a more of a concerted effort to run offense through you. Just what did you think about that decision overall, and to have your only career playoff triple doubles to come in the last 3 games? Just what do you make of how?
No, I just wanted to answer the call. You know, you asked for the opportunities, and they obliged, and you know, I got to repay that trust and that opportunity. So. You know, I just want to do whatever. I always talk to y'all about impact and winning. They gave me, you know, I got more opportunities to do that, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't not take advantage of them and of the opportunities I was given. And I'm proud that I've been able to help us win.
And second, I mean, you guys go up by 61 at some point today. Just what's it like to be part of that, and then just to keep your foot on the gas and not to let them come back in this game?
I mean, it speaks volumes, you know, about our team. You know, when we're locked in and playing close to our best, you know, we're really, really good. So, you know, it's about finding that team, that version of us consistently, especially in the 7-game series. You know, just tapping into that version of us more often than not.
Okay, speak of that. Have you ever been in a game in the playoffs where y'all played this well as a team and as a unit?
You know, I don't know, but I just know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how well you play as long as you get the W. You know, I think our fans would have been happy with whatever came as long as the W came. If it was up by 60, if it was winning by 1, as long as we got the win, I think New York was going to be happy and proud. So I'm happy, like I said, that we were able to come out here and find a way to win the toughest game of the series. Like I said last time, it's the game that ends someone's season. It's the toughest one. So we got the job done today.
Just real quick. Has this brought you all closer, even with the coach knowing this first year with coach, has it brought you all closer this series?
I think for us as a team, we've always been close. We showed that last year. I think that this just shows, you know, it's been up and down, ebbs and flows of the season. It's understandable the fans didn't know what version they would see of us, especially after during this series, you know, we didn't play our best basketball. And for us to make a statement about who we could be when we're playing at, you know, we're clicking on all cylinders. It's great for us to have this kind of tape so that we could look back at it and see when we're playing our best, what are we doing correctly. But like I said, it's about consistency in the playoffs. How many times can we do that in a 7-game series?
Hey, Carl, in the beginning of the year, Mike was talking about how many adjustments you had to make and how much you had to learn in what he was doing. I'm just wondering, like, at what point in the year did you become comfortable in your role and feel like you could thrive in your role?
I've never doubted my ability. You know, I never doubted the work I put in. You know, you gotta adjust. You gotta adjust, especially with a lot of new things being thrown at you and being asked to do a lot more things that are, you know, something that hasn't consistently been asked of me in my career. So it's one thing anyone who knows me has followed my career. I'm willing to sacrifice and do whatever it takes for the team to win. And I think this year I've shown that again, that, you know, whatever the team needs me to do or the player that needs me to be, I'll step up to the plate and step up to the challenge.
Kat, to your right.
Last two guys. Right here.
Obviously, you don't want to lose back-to-back one-point games. That's not the best-case scenario. But
Well, give credit to them too. They're a great team.
But I guess my question is, by putting yourself into a little bit of a hole there, I mean, does that kind of make you guys feel even better about what you're capable of doing, and that you put these 3 games back to back to back after kind of putting your season in kind of in a crucible?
I mean, I hope that last year we showed that mental fortitude and that grit that made us special in our last postseason run, and to be finding that kind of resiliency in this playoffs is special. So, yeah, it speaks volumes about our team that we were able to bounce back from 2 disappointing losses. That, again, the Hawks is a great team. They deserve to win, but we had to step up to the challenge, being down in the series, and super proud of our guys that, you know, when everything wasn't going our way, we found a way to continue to find unity and trust in each other and fall back on each other in our locker room and on the guys in that locker room, and be professionals and also be family, and come out and win these games.
Last one.
Karl, triple-double threat in Game 4 and Game 6, and I'm just curious, being a fan of basketball before you were a player, do any playoff matchups from your childhood come to mind when you saw people, I guess, put together a triple-double?
I don't know. I just, you know, you grow up, you watching, in my era, you know, you're watching the Lakers win with Shaq and Kobe. And you, for me as a big man, you know, I just wanted to dominate the game like Shaq, you know, especially in these moments. So, you know, when you get older, you realize that, you know, impact and winning is the most important thing. And like I always say, you know, I just step on that court every day and I just want to impact winning. And I'm very honored and blessed, you know, all glory to God that I've been able to do that in this series. But you got to reset. You got to do it again. I always talk about the word consistency. You know, we got to be consistent in being this version that we showed tonight. We showed what we could be like when we're clicking all cylinders. But, you know, the series is over. We got to go back. We got to reset. We're going to understand we got to start at 0-0 again, and we got to find a way to win that series.